my iPhone, I'm making a list. It's a reminder, of how I take my vacations. Okay, and basically, I just create a reminder. Okay, just type it in. Okay, and then once a reminder is created, so I can add a list of things that I'm going to be doing on that list. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how I do that. Okay, so I have created my reminder, so I'm just going into that reminder. Okay, so here I have, so it's travel to Vancouver, right? So now I'm just going to be adding things to the list. Okay, and I'm also going to do a step-by-step thing. Okay, so here's my first list. Okay, so it looks like we are trying to go to visit a place, visit a park. Okay, so now on that I'm adding notes now. Okay, so if you follow with me, I'm just gonna go step by step here. Okay, so we are adding a list. I know that it is too small, you cannot read it, but let's say you are saying that you want to visit, you want to do a hike, okay, in that park, and then you are saying that the second thing in that in that list. Okay, so you would be you're going to this park, and you have Google stuff to do there. Okay, so you're just going to add them as notes. I mean, if you have an iPhone, you're quite familiar with that, with reminders. But with reminders, you can just have headings, or you can just have under each heading, notes also. Under each list, you can have notes. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing. Now remember, when you get to a place, you are so disoriented. Okay, you don't know the order of things, and you don't know what to do. Okay, so this will help you, and this helps me a lot when I take my vacations, or on a regular day. If I have many things to do, I would create this list. So now in this case, it's travel to Vancouver, and then you have lists of items. So you have lists of items that you're going to be doing, right? So each one of those items is under travel to Vancouver. Okay, so and each of the list has its notes. Okay, so for instance, if you're going to downtown, okay, so you would just go like visiting downtown, and then you're just going to say, okay, I want to visit the clock. Okay, the steaming clock. Okay, and then I want to visit the pier. I want to visit so you're just going to do all of those things, okay, under visiting the city, right? So now, you're also going to group all of the things that are close to each other there. So this way, when you're visiting that place, you know exactly what places that you're going to be visiting in that same location. So this way you would save money and time in order to do that. Okay, so now here what I have done, I'm visiting another place, so I'm looking for, apparently I'm visiting Capilano Bridge, and I'm looking for the Google directions. Okay, so here I'm in the website there. I'm visiting the website, and I'm just taking the address from there. Okay, and just taking that link to the list. Okay, so here I am you can't see all of these things because of the way I have recorded this. But basically what I'm doing, I'm sharing the location there, and then, boom. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what has happened. Now I go back to the list. I have copied the location. I go back to the list, and, I'm just pasting I'm pasting okay, so I'm saying address, I pasted the link. Okay, so now, so the day that I'm going to be going to this bridge here, this park, I have I know what I'm going to be doing, and I also have the directions to the place. Okay, I know it's not very clear to you because it's so small, but as you follow me through, you will understand what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm just going to give you, I'm going to keep talking. Now actually travel to Vancouver was one of the things that we did in 5 days. Okay, one of the days we were visiting Victoria Island, so we only had 4 days, but we achieved everything that we needed to do in Vancouver, including many hikes and everything, because this is how I planned it. So when you are at home, you're planning your vacation, you have enough time, you may have booked it 2 months ahead of time, and then you may have, now you have plenty of time every day to look for places that you're going to be doing and adding it to the list. Okay, adding it to reminders. Okay, so now what is happening here is that so the list is building up now, and then you still have time. You see the link already appeared there. So now once you are in the when you're ready to go there, all what you need to do is click that link, and that gives you a direction and all the information about that park also, which you have already learned at home before you went on your vacation. So as you populate this reminder list, okay, reminder with list, okay, you are adding notes. Okay, and then this is a very efficient way of organizing yourself for the vacation, because think about this. Okay, you're grouping things together. You know exactly what to do. Once you group things together, your travel becomes, you could be just walking to these places because it's all in the same area. And then the second thing is, you're saving time and money, because you may need an Uber, you may need to go to this subway, or maybe you didn't know that place existed, but it's all there in the list. Okay, so now there's something else that's going to happen, right? So let's say, for instance, you're adding your list and you have plenty of time, because your vacation starts in 2 weeks. Your friends are telling you things, and you're researching and you're finding out, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. So if you're going with somebody else, with your partner, okay, so they're giving you their list, and so you are organizing everything in the reminders. The list becomes longer, but it's becoming longer, and it's also becoming shorter, because you're grouping things together in the same area. Okay, so I hope you understand that. So now, as we move along, okay, so now, you have the links, and if you want to still take it one step further, you can write down the prices. You can write down can you get these tickets way ahead of time, and then where you're gonna keep your tickets with you. So you're putting all of these things as notes under the list of reminders. Okay, so now you have arrived at your location. Okay, let's say you have arrived at your location. So now one of the things that you're doing is you're at the airport, and you need to get to your destination, to your hotel. So now you're gonna on the as a first item, you're gonna put your hotel address, and how you're going to get there, whether you're going to take an Uber, whether you're going to take a subway, and if so, what is the subway station. So you're putting all of those things there. So basically how this is helping you is because, remember, I've taken many vacations, but every time I go to these places, I am so disoriented. Okay, so the thing is, now this way, you're back and forth, planning while you're at home. So when you're there, it's at your fingertips. Okay, so here I'm looking for, I plan to go Victoria Island. I plan to go to Frankie's diner. Okay, so I'm looking for the address there. Okay, and guess what? I'm gonna put that in there also. So now, I know that I'm in Victoria Island, and I'm just going like, okay, so we are going to be eating at Frankie's today, and I even have the address. Okay, and then at that point, you're at home, you can look at the menu of Frankie's Diner. So once you're there, you just go like, no, yeah, I'm definitely having the fish and chips with whatever, right? So the thing is like, so you're populating your reminder with lists and with notes. Okay, so this way, you're ready for your vacation. Once you're there, you're going to do everything that you decided that you were going to do. Okay, here, this is the list. Frankie's Diner, and I'm looking at the food that they have, and I copied the address. I'm just going back to my list and I'm just going to paste it. So once this method will help you with everything that you do, even on a regular basis. But it definitely helps you on your vacation. So you see, my list is getting bigger, okay, and it has all the details that I need. So now think about this, okay? Your vacation has already begun, and you're familiarizing with all of the things that you're going to do. So once you're there, it just boom, now I have the list. Okay, so now let's say for instance, you have said that you're going to visit the bridge tomorrow, but then no, tomorrow it's raining, so you cannot select the while you're there. On reminders, you can press and hold, and you see, you can select to go up and down for the order now. Like for instance, if you're shopping at your you see how what I'm doing. You're pressing one of the items in the list, and up and down. You can go up and down to choose the order that you're going to do it in. So let's say if you created a shopping list, and if you went to get milk and all of these things, and if the aisles are different areas, so as and when you're doing that, you're moving the list up and down. Hope this was helpful to you and that you organize.